Right, welcome ladies and gents to the dream car reveal, I guess, as it were. Brand new car here on the channel. This is the Datsun 510 that you guys have long heard about, not seen. It's been in Thailand for like 2 years and it's now finally here. So cue some lovely beauty shots. And there you go, I'll sit you down inside the car now. So quick story time. This actually isn't what the car looked like when I got it. I've done a bunch of work on it, but it's been so difficult to get out and do like a reveal video, basically. So the car's not perfect. There are some issues with it. I'm not doing like a ton of work. This isn't a project, but it's a slight project, but not. Okay, right? So just for a bit of background, this is a 1968 Datsun 510 or a Datsun Bluebird. It does have Bluebird badges, but it's registered in the UK as a Datsun 510 because it is a Datsun 510 and they didn't question it and I registered as a Datsun 510, so I don't care. They passed it, it's a Datsun 510. So whatever, it's a 4-door. I think it's the best looking this looks best as a 4-door. It looks absolutely incredible. I'll show you some pictures of the car before I got it, just as it was about to be shipped. And so as you can see, the front end was completely different. I do have a video coming up where I install the front end, which is a supersonic grille. It was back in the days when you could get really, really cool, like quirky, different stylings of a car. Yeah, so it's got a supersonic front grille. The rear end of a supersonic is slightly different as well, but I've got no interest changing that up. I have installed brand new taillights. I don't have a video coming up on the install, but I will have to talk you through the situation around that. There's a ton that needs to like actually happen with this car. It's got Volk mesh, so Ray's Engineering Volk mesh 3-piece wheels. One is leaking. I've got to take that apart and reseal it and fix it, which is going to be an absolute ball ache. Not fun. I'm not looking forward to that at all. But I do have other wheels, but then they've been a bit of a mission. There's loads of little things that need to happen with this car to get it up to scratch. I can drive it around and I can enjoy it currently, but there's some little bits and pieces, some niggles that need to be worked out. I've already ordered a big brake kit for the front from Techno Toy Tuning, which I'm really looking forward to doing, mainly because I realised yesterday that one of my front calipers is leaking, just pissing out brake fluid, so that's great. But all in all, this is a really well put together car. Really, really well put together. It's pretty damn solid. It's not a project, it's not like the pickup truck. This was buy it and enjoy it. And obviously, you know, as with any old car, there are some slight bits and pieces, but on a whole, it's really solid. So there will be videos coming up on this. There'll be a lot of content on this and going around to car shows. I can't say how much or how soon it's going to get started because, well, just because I can't, basically. I'm a bit stuck between a rock and a hard place for some bits and pieces to happen with this car. I've got some stuff on order, some stuff not. Yeah, but there are some videos that have been pre-done already. I've installed the Datsun competition steering wheel. Lovely steering wheel, really, really good. Yeah, so there's some install videos coming up which I've already filmed. There's some install videos which will be coming up that I haven't filmed because I've ordered parts. But all in all, I hope you're as excited as I am. This is a beautiful car. This is my dream car. My dream car. Some of you may already have seen on eBay is the Pulsar GTIR. I'm selling it. I never planned to keep that car. I never wanted to keep that car. I just wanted to own one. I've owned it. I'm getting rid of it now. I've got no interest keeping it. So whoever buys that is getting an absolute steal, because that car's really, really well put together. Mechanically sound, has some slight issues here and there, but the amount of money I've spent on it pisses all over the amount I spent to buy this car anyway. So there will be a video on this car from start to finish, because actually it's quite an interesting story, and there's a lot that's happened to this car before it's come over. It has the L16 engine, twin carbs, so it's carbureted. I don't know anything about carbureting engines, so that's sort of new to me anyway. But all in all, this is my dream car. I love this car, genuinely, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I can't wait to show it all off. There are some things which need to be changed, like the speedo doesn't work, but I can get a GPS dash, GPS speedo. I'm sweating in here, and I can fuse wire it in. There's loads of little ways you can get around these things, which I'm going to teach you and show you, because obviously I don't want to change the dash. It's not like the pickup truck. The pickup truck's a hot rod. It's modernized inside. This is going to stay as is and just have little bits added to it so I can use it, basically. It's got aircon, which I should have on right now, but I don't. But let me just show you the inside. So this is the original dash. This is the 1968 dashboard, so slightly different. The other model years have like circular units here and things. There are some weird speakers in here. They're going to be gone. I can order new ones of these, but what I'm thinking of doing is buying a GPS speedo and either putting it in here, you know, taking this out and putting it in there, having the wiring going through down the back and then down into the fuse board. There's a fuse box over there, which I can do. Should be able to do a jump piggyback fuse, which would work. There's also actually a fuse box down there somewhere as well. But I installed this. This is a beautiful steering wheel. Video on that coming up. Aircon works. Like, it's all pretty good. Like, it's not great, but it's good. It's good enough. I can take this out and I can install, again, using a piggyback fuse. I can install a stereo, and then I can put some speakers somewhere else. But it's all pretty decent. It's have bench seating, which is weird. Doesn't have seat belts, which is weird. If you're in the UK, not having seat belts is really weird. Bench seating in the back, but I really like the bench seats. They're not great. You slide around a lot. Like, I'm a heavy bloke and I slide around a lot, but it's quite fun and it's different and it's quirky. But all in all, as you can see, like, it's a well put together car for 1968. It's 55 years old. This is in great shape. It's a beautiful car, and I can't wait just to enjoy it this year. Put it away for the winter, and then obviously bring it out next year again. So yeah, sorry that there's been such an absence on the channel, but we're back. We're doing other things. I was waiting for this car basically because I had no plans to continue with the GTIR. I just don't want to piss money up the wall on a car that I don't really want to keep any longer. So I'm selling it. I've got this. I was waiting for this a long time. 2 years this has been in the works, and there'll be a video on that because it's an interesting story. Pictures of paint jobs, the metal work underneath. It's great. This car's solid. It's a really good car. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hit subscribe for more. I think this is like one of 3 or one of 5 Datsun 510s in the UK. Datsun Bluebirds, Datsun 510s in the UK. So they're very rare. And this will probably be one of the only ones in the UK on YouTube anyway. But yeah, let me know what you think. And enjoy some final beauty shots, because they took a really long time to go and get done. So I hope you enjoy it. Cheers guys. Hit subscribe. Take care.